Blake. The following episode of the Josh and Blake Late Night Show is probably the one I've had the most fun recording. Sadly, though, when we recorded it, the microphone that we usually use was not plugged in to the computer. Amateur mistake. So the audio is recorded straight through the computer, which means that it's got an incessant buzzing the whole time. Please listen to the episode anyway. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed recording it. Josh did too. So, yeah. Enjoy. Welcome to the Josh and Blake Late Night Show.
With your hosts, Josh and Blake.
Episode 3. Woo! Yay. It's very exciting.
Hello, audience. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, nice to have you in our room, listening to
this cozy room. There's no fireplace. I want to open this episode. I've just thought now it's a really good idea to give you a bit of a sense of the aesthetic of where we are.
Okay.
So, because for the visually impaired, because none of you can see where we are right now. That's not visually impaired. That's an off comment. That's distasteful. Where we are, basically, there's no roof, under the stars. Blake and I are on a rug.
Looking up
a nice rug
at Orion's belt.
We're looking up at this. No, actually, we're not looking at the Big Dipper or Orion's belt. We're looking at
the Southern Cross.
The sun, because
the sun.
We are in space.
All right. Anyway. So yeah, episode 3.
I didn't know where that was going.
I didn't know where that was going either. Welcome. I mean, of course, technically, it's our 5th sitting.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because if we don't count those crazy bonus episodes,
boner episodes,
then we this is our 3rd episode. So welcome back. Last episode we called it a bit of a Hindenburg.
That we did.
Oh, it wasn't
very observant.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't. No,
you might think differently.
I've had worse Christmases with family. No, I haven't. I love my family.
So to start off with, so last week we talked about you guys sending us love mail. Only one person sent us love mail.
Did someone send us love mail?
Someone sent us love mail, yeah. It's very exciting.
How lovely.
when we have someone, engaged with the pod.
It's nice to get love,
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't know what it is. It's when you've been trapped for so long.
Yeah, the reason why we're taking so long to bring it up is because my phone is an iPhone 4.
Don't worry, we'll cover.
And takes forever to load up.
How are you?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, really good. I had a good, fun week, full of fun.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. How was
Education's really fun.
Education,
especially when it's in a schooling institution.
Yeah. So. How are you?
How am I?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny you ask that, Blake.
Is it?
I've been going through a rough patch lately.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been diagnosed with dyslexia.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm very good, actually.
Awesome. Okay, so
I don't have dyslexia.
So basically, someone by the name of Gemma messaged us and said that our podcast gets her through her daily bus routine. She was listening to Hindenburg, episode 2, at 2 a.m. with an ear infection. So first of all, I'm really glad that we get you through the ear infection, and second, I'm really sorry that our first episode gave you that ear infection. So
that's a good one.
Thanks,
Gemma. That is so lovely.
Yeah.
All of the love to you, because that's amazing. I very much appreciate that you would tell us, 1, and 2, that you would listen.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Thanks. Gemma, right now I'm messaging you thanks. Right this second I'm sending the word no. Oh, my phone's doing a bad thing. Thanks. Smiley face. There you go.
Oh, his phone's being really slow. And to anyone who didn't send us love letters,
You still
we
have
know
time.
who you are. Like, that's for you in the editing
Yeah.
suite. We know who you fucks are.
Yeah. And you know what?
You better bloody get
Send
to
us
it.
some love, you know.
Right.
Some people comment on our post, which is great. We had our first meme, our first Josh and Blake late night show meme.
That was exciting.
It was very exciting. We're doing the rounds on the Reddit sub feeds. Or whatever
we're doing
the fuck
that.
they're called.
Nice. Conquer the world,
Yeah.
they say. You know,
Next,
you
we'll
give
be
a man
on-
a fish, he'll eat for a day.
You give a man a meme.
You give a man Reddit, subpages, subreddits,
Subreddits.
and he may get a few more viewers if other people catch on.
Whoa, that's the way it works. All right. Oh, I just realised that we haven't picked a movie for this week, so we better write a movie down on this piece of paper before we get to the movie part, Josh.
Okay.
Just put it out there. News. We weren't going to talk about this because it's a bit sad.
Oh, yeah, but I feel
Not sad, just annoying.
I feel like it's good to talk about.
Yeah. So, our old mates, Pauline Hanson.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here we go.
Yes. She went into
Pauline,
Senate.
not very handsome, you know.
Yeah.
She's not a looker.
She
What a ginger
went in-
bitch, am I right?
Not those gingers. So she went to the Senate wearing a full burqa, which is obviously kind of not cool.
Yeah, at first I was thinking, is she finally, you know, starting to, I don't know,
listen to the good word of
accept Allah.
Yeah.
You know, but no.
She's just being a prick.
She's just being a bright prick.
Yep. So if you haven't seen it, she walked in. She's like, I can get into Senate wearing a burqa, and that's bad. And then basically the speaker was like,
Oh, that was the best bit.
I literally checked who you were before you walked in, so it's not.
Yeah.
You know, that's not how it works.
He's like, I would just like to inform everyone that, you know, she was identified before entering the building, and you can't just do that.
Yeah, so it's like
And,
Pauline had this whole great big old script, and then like the president of the Senate was like, oh yeah, by the way, guys, like, yeah, I knew who she was.
And what bits do people see on the news, though? Like, on right-wing news, you know, sites or whatever, they might just be, they might show the bit of Pauline. Oh my God.
Bolt report.
Intruder just came into the parliament. Could have been anyone.
Yeah.
Luckily, it
You
was
won't
our
believe who
savior,
it is.
Pauline.
Click here to find out who it was. And
Who's that Pokemon? It's Pauline.
yeah, so Senator Brandis, I mean, watching that video, we just watched it before, he kind of choked up a bit.
Yeah.
He was quite frustrated with the fact that she was completely ridiculing a religion that, I mean, the government's trying to, you know, keep good dialogue with.
And, like, that's the thing, honestly, regardless of what's in the religion that you might fear or things that you may see on news and things like that. Like, look, Islam isn't a perfect religion. But no religion is. And, like, the thing is what a dumb fucking move. Like, I don't care what your opinions on Islam are. If you put them forward respectfully or you criticize it respectfully, then there's no problem with that. But if you, like, that is the dumbest thing you could do, is to literally walk in to Parliament to try and mock and offend Islamic people. And, like, what's going to make people want to, you know, fucking attack or hate Australians is that kind of hateful thing.
And it's like Penn Jillette, the magician man. He's also like a very vocal atheist. The one thing that I remember represent the one thing I remember him saying is he had this wonderful speech, and he said that it is okay to hate a religion, but it is not okay to hate a people. Which is something that's always stuck with me, and for a while, like, kind of like developing my own ideas around religion and what it's done to the world and stuff like that. I'll be like, oh, you know, those religious people, they're all bad, you know, in my youth. But, you know, it's about
in my younger years.
It's about understanding where everyone is coming from, and it's important that you can disrespect an idea. You know, I can hate the idea of capitalism.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, You can't hate the people that follow it.
Exactly. Because they're people.
They're people. So if there's one thing that you take away from this shitty podcast that we do every week,
it's that we know best.
Yeah.
We're wise
everything
men.
we say, from our position as white men, everything we say is true.
Wise white men.
Wise white men.
Wise men.
Fairly well off, not impoverished.
Only fools rush in.
But
I can't help
showing respect for everyone. So, yep, that was our musical segment. Oh, that's a bit new and different, isn't it?
Wise men say.
Okay, hey, so...
Only
is that what we want to say about Pauline? Yeah, okay.
Look,
just don't vote her in again.
I don't know why anyone would fucking vote her in.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
How does that seem like an attractive political option to you? Like, to anyone who would vote for Pauline? But, you know, I don't know.
Just vote for someone with a normal colour hair.
Thanks.
So, oh yeah, just to bang on about it, because we're good at that.
Blake has a ginger beard.
I do have a ginger beard. It's really cool.
He can make ginger jokes.
I can make ginger jokes, yeah. Just to bang on about it, because we like doing that. If you're over 18, make sure you're voting yes in the upcoming plebiscite. It's for the future of goodness.
And if you are voting no, then talk to people who are voting yes a lot, and then eventually you'll vote yes too. Just vote.
Eventually we'll change your bloody mind because it's wrong anyway.
Vote with your conscience. Vote with your heart. You know.
Yeah.
Just vote.
Just vote. Anyway, moving on. Movies.
Vote with your toe or your soul. One of the two. Vote with your ballot paper. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I stand for a yes.
Awesome. Now that we've established that for the first time ever. Movie time. It's our movie review time.
Oh yeah, it's our movie review. Remember, if you can guess the movie that we're talking about, just
we're not doing this ever again. Actually, you look, competition's always open. Just guess the movie.
Yeah.
This week we're talking about The Incredibles.
Oh fuck me! Why'd you say that?
I don't know. It's really okay. So, wait, hang on. Here we go. Here's the spoiler bell. Yay, there was the spoiler bell. Awesome.
Well, if anyone hasn't seen this movie,
did you hear this?
I haven't listened to the podcast.
You haven't listened to the podcast.
Okay, so I'd like to front up.
Okay.
I'd like to front up.
Front up,
I'd like to be truthful.
Up.
I'd like to be a transparent glass. Rather than an opaque glass. Okay. For the audience at home. Or overseas.
Or like
anywhere you might
if you're sitting in a curb on the side of a road, don't sit so close to the cars. It's dangerous for you.
Thank you, Blake.
If you're sitting in IGA, just looking at the Mars bars.
If you're shitting in IGA, you should probably stop because it's public defecation. Now for my point. For the people at home, I would just like to say that Blake puts far more effort into this than I do, and he's the only reason it runs. But I very much appreciate that he does, and very much enjoy this podcast for the many years that we've done it.
Yeah.
But no, I have not listened to episode 2 or 2.5. However, I am a full-time uni student. I do have a full-time job. I am I am a full-time musician. I am a full-time magician.
Lover of women.
Lover of elk and women.
And women.
Hunter of elk. That's a bit of an Auntie Donna reference. Just to credit it. I'm a busy boy, you could say. I do read. Just to put that out there.
Good job.
I'm educated.
You're doing better than Gabe.
I'm doing better than Gabe.
So, look, I don't mind. I honestly love it. I love listening back to it. I spend a lot of time, not a lot of time. I spend time I listen back to every single episode, bleep out the C words.
Wait, I farted before and it smelled like the pasta I had for lunch and dinner.
It's the same pasta?
Yeah, left over from Nonna's. She gave me a fuck ton of pasta. That's right, I have a Nonna. Yeah, I'm Italian, I said it.
You look it.
Oh, yeah. With my olive skin and chiseled features. Anyway, The Incredibles.
The Incredibles is...
incredible.
No, you know what? Here's the spoiler bell again. Yeah, cool. And now we're back.
Why not just not put the spoiler bell in?
I won't put the spoiler bell in.
Spoiler bell.
So, Incredibles is just one of those films that I will watch again and again and again and never get sick of.
Like, if you had to use an I word, any I word, words starting with I, to describe The Incredibles, and it had to be a positive I word, one that, you know, supported the movie. What I word, words starting with I, would you use?
Interesting.
Ah, nice. Okay. And if you had to use a second I word, to describe The Incredibles, what would you use?
In my movie collection.
Nice, man. And if you had to use a third I word, what would you use?
Insecure
Incredible.
people feel better after
Nice.
watching this film.
And listening to this podcast.
Look, it's honestly just the coolest thing out. I could just nerd about that film for ages. It's just so good. Like, because I was young when it came out. I remember I had the... I had the 2-disc special edition, which had the bonus disc where you could go and look in at like the superhero profiles of all the ones that were just barely even mentioned, and you found out how they died and stuff. My favorite part of those movies were like finding out that there's all these other superheroes and they'd all just been like slain, and like finding out what, like, I wanted to know what happened to them and, you know, what their powers were. And like, I was a kid who was really into superheroes, and here's my big thing: Marvel, DC, all the big ones, they're fantastic, right? They're great. They're really good. They're staples. And when you look back, when like we look back on the 80s, we think of all like John Hughes films as the 80s movies. We're going to look back on this generation as the superhero film movie, like years, because these are going to be classic films.
Yeah.
But they're very complicated. They're all over the place. Fantastic Four is a great concept, but honestly, The Incredibles set up a better world, better characters, better story in one film than Fantastic Four has in like its entire run. And it's because it gets too confusing. But I think the joy of The Incredibles is just this one beautiful, perfect story. That it's a Disney film, it's a Disney Pixar film, it's a kids movie, but it talks about like issues like family and like deep things that I didn't get as a kid. Like when I watched it, I didn't get that like Elastigirl was probably like concerned that her husband was having an affair.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. That just flew over my head because it's not the kind of thing you think about.
You rewatch it now.
You rewatch it and you're like, oh, that's what she was worried about. As a kid, I was like, oh, she just wants to know where her husband is.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's just, it's so good.
It's a movie for all ages.
There's such good dialogue. The Frozone scenes.
So funny. It's so funny.
And the storyline is just so good. I can't talk more highly about Incredibles, apart from the ending. The one thing that's always annoyed me is that it sets up something in the ending, which I've never really appreciated. But I guess it was a kind of genre thing. Like it's a superhero movie like trope to set up the next thing.
Yeah. I feel like it was
at the end of anything. It was funny, but it kind of like just annoyed me as a kid because we never got to see it.
But there is an Incredibles 2 coming.
There is.
I hope.
Yeah, there is. It's in a year or two. I hope they don't fuck it up.
Yeah. But regardless if they do or don't, you know.
The first one is.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
But it's just, I just found it so cool how aware of itself it was, and just it made lots of funny jokes about that, and kind of just tackled a lot of, I don't know, there was a lot of random points that were just really, really funny, but I wouldn't have found funny as a kid.
Yeah.
But I find funny now. And also, I just absolutely love Edna's character.
Edna Mode.
And just like,
and guest.
pull yourself together, woman. Yeah.
Do you know where he is? Oh yeah. Do you know where he is? Do you know Edna Mode was voiced by the male director of that film?
What?
Brad Bird did the voice of Edna Mode.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome. So, like, you know the bit when Syndrome comes to the door of the of the house and Corey, the babysitter's there?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm the replacement babysitter. She's like, what's the S stand for? And he's like, oh, sitter, because a big BS wouldn't look so great, would it? And it's like, it's another joke that just flew in my head as a kid that just like makes me chuckle so much these days. It's just, it's a classic film. Honestly, one of my favorites. Like top 20 movies for me. Like, yeah, it's just
really good animated film.
Yeah. It's a film
for anyone who didn't know it was animated.
Yeah, it's animated. It's by Disney Pixar.
Not CGI or anything,
Yeah.
But yeah, I that would conclude our movie thing.
Yeah, here's the spoiler bell again. Yeah, cool. Cool movie review. That's a really solid movie review. So.
I'm trying to.
That's meant to be this horn.
Ethan is the only one who can. Ethan, friend of ours.
Oh.
He's the only one who can. He does the meme siren really well.
Yeah.
He goes. It's really funny.
That's good.
But I can't do it really well.
Okay.
It's not my thing.
Josh, I think it's time for something new.
Whoa.
Something new.
Whoa.
Something
What is it, Blake?
It is something that's never been done before in podcasts. I actually really doubt that. So what we're doing now is we're going to read out each other's horoscopes for tomorrow.
I hope they're interesting.
So today's a Sunday.
Today's a Sunday.
We always record on a Sunday night.
Yeah, we do. After I have a big nonna spaghetti at Nonna's.
So we'll this is Monday's horoscope, and the episode will be out late Monday night, early Tuesday. So you'll be hearing it, like if you listen on Tuesday, you'll be hearing it for the day before, whatever. Josh, should I put on like a horoscope reading voice?
Okay.
Aries. Today is a relatively calm day that's sure to please you, Aries. You may even receive gifts from family and friends as marks of their esteem or love for you. This is just the kind of reassurance you need. Though you have a fairly subtle influence in your relationships with others, it's nevertheless essential for you to be a good friend.
Alright, I want to analyze the fuck out of this.
Yeah, let's go.
One, I better be getting some fucking gifts from my family and friends.
Yeah. What if you don't?
What if I don't? Well, this is...
Josh, seeing them.
This has to be true.
No, that's why seeing them is a gift.
There's one thing
Thinking about them is a gift.
There's one thing I know about podcasts. I meant to say horoscopes. There's one things I know about... There's one things... I'm already fucking this up. There's one thing I know about horoscopes. Like, horoscopes. Scalps. Like, I will get to the end of this sentence if it kills me. There is one thing I know about horoscopes, ladies and gentlemen. And that is that I'm going to get gifts on the 21st of August. This is just the kind of reassurance I need. Bullshit, I have a fairly subtle influence in my relationships.
Yeah.
I have a more than subtle influence.
The other day, Josh was like, hey, you should jump off that cliff. So he did. Now I have a broken leg.
That was really shit.
It was a really bad joke.
No, you should have said, the other day, Josh told me to kill myself. Pew, pew, pew. And then I did. Pew, pew, pew. And then be like, how was he here if he killed himself?
Oh, it's another really good joke.
Really good.
I think that's our first Hindenburg of the night.
No, don't make this a trope. It's nevertheless essential to you to be a good friend.
I think it's always essential.
What defines a good friend?
I don't know. Someone who like smiles at you.
Yeah.
Occasionally.
Someone who always fucking, just walks in on your shit, invites themselves into things.
Oh,
decides
when you said
to
walks in on your shit, I was like, when you're sitting.
They try and get in on what you're trying to do.
Yeah, they try and get in on your.
Often in 0.5 episodes. which we're not allowing anymore.
No.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again
will there
this
be
happen.
a 0.5 Gabe, and Josh and Blake in Late Nights
Wink.
show.
Oh.
Whoa, why did you audibly say that? We said never again.
Never again.
Alright? You can hold us to it. That you can hold it to us.
Gabe is dead.
It's true.
I killed him.
It's also
killed him.
Can you read me my horoscope?
Alright. Gemini. Blake. Aug 21. 2017. You may be considering taking a trip or planning a party with some friends. Gemini. You may find out today that it's up to you to do all the organizing. This won't bother you too much because you know you'll do it right. Why don't you think about really trying to outdo yourself and plan something special that your friends will never forget?
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright,
That's it.
so you read this to me and immediately I was like, oh, it's about the podcast. So the party with some friends is my podcast. I may find out today that it's up to me to do all the organising. Well, that's wrong because I found that out like when we started. This won't bother me too much, that's true. Because you know you do it right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Editing's 10 out of 10. Why don't you think about really trying to outdo yourself and find something special that your friends can like that? I don't know. What's something special?
I don't know. I feel like telling a funny joke.
Maybe I'll have to listen back to the episode to see if there's anything lovely and special in this part of the podcast.
There might be coming up. But the funny joke I have to tell is that earlier.
Alright, that's horoscope for you. Ooh,
That's a
horoscope time with Josh and
Blake. So earlier, Blake said before this, he was just like, I'm telling this joke. Sorry, Blake. So Blake said to me.
No, this is my joke. Why are you so close to the microphone?
Blake said to me, Josh, this is the best part of my week. And I said, Blake, this is a pretty good part of my week.
Yay!
Can we just add like the meme trumpet?
I'm intending on adding it all the time.
What's your joke?
Here's a meme trumpet. Here's a meme trumpet. Here's a meme trumpet. Here's a meme trumpet.
Okay, so what's your joke? What's your joke?
I don't have a joke.
Okay, we're going to do a something we've never done before.
Oh yeah, something we've never ever done before.
36.
Wait, hang on, go back. Just let me take. Oh, cool. We're gonna go overtime. That's okay.
That's okay.
We're gonna do an extra long episode. Deluxe, Josh and Blake.
Let's do
Alright,
this.
so the New York Times, a little while ago, they released a list of 36 questions that will make you fall in love. So you can ask someone if you want to fall in love with them. So this site provides an ideal experience for exploring these questions. So grab yourself some wine, sit down with someone you want to love, and let's get started.
Okay, let's go.
So it's well known that Josh and I are madly needing affection from each other.
We really don't find any in our own lives, so...
Yeah, we're sad fucks.
Shout out to
around me are familiar faces. Alright, let's go. We take turns. This is me.
Mine.
This is you.
We're already off to a good start.
Yeah.
If you could invite anyone in the world to dinner, who would it be?
Elvis Presley.
Would it actually be Elvis?
No, it wouldn't. It'd probably be like Morrissey. Actually, no, fuck that. Franz Kafka.
Franz Kafka.
Yeah, the author who wrote Metamorphosis.
Nice. We're not going to get through all 36.
No, we're not going to get through all 36. This is just an interesting window into our lives.
Okay.
And maybe you'll fall in love with this.
Hopefully.
Next question. Would you like to be famous? In what way?
I wouldn't like to be famous as such, like celebrity famous, but I would like to be influential in terms of I would like to have a lot of knowledge and be able to teach others.
Well, I'd like to have lots and lots of views on the podcast. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. But I would like to have having a lot of people know about you in a good way and know what you do. Like, I would like to earn I would like to earn the influence that I get in life. And I wouldn't like to use that influence and fame, quotation marks, as a way of like a power trip type thing. It would just be an important thing to have, as it's a good way to, like, I don't know, help change the world in certain ways. Use your influence for good.
Yeah, totally agree. Wow. I'm already really, really
in love with it. Okay, cool. I'm not feeling it as much, but that's okay.
Cool.
Before making a telephone call, do you ever rehearse what you were going to say and why?
Occasionally. Like if it's an important person, like, or a person that I don't know, actually, I'll be like, all right, so these are the things I'm going to say. Or if it's a stressful, fun conversation, I usually get my parents or a friend to be like, what should I say? And then they tell me. Yeah. Nice. That's it. That's it for me. What would I thought this was a prostitute. What would constitute a perfect day for you?
A large amount of sex, like a lot of sex.
Cool. Next question.
You've just skipped two.
I've skipped a question. Which one? Oh.
When did you last sing to yourself? To someone else?
You know the song Bulletproof by LaRue?
No.
This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
Well, the last time you sang to someone else would be now.
Yeah, okay. Look, I sang that in the car. I was driving around today. I sang that. Josh is pulling lint off my jumper. That's a sign of love. Yeah. I sang that in the car to me today. Technically speaking, my dad was there. So I guess it's the same thing.
Technically speaking, he was there. Metaphorically, he wasn't.
Josh, if you were able to live to the age of 90 and retain either the mind or body of a 30-year-old for the last 60 years of your life, what would you want? The mind or the body?
Well, that's interesting. I feel like fuck having a shitty body. But because my mind as a 30-year-old, like maybe even my mind as a 90-year-old is old and wise and fun, and it gets to stay alive for longer if it's in the body of a 30-year-old. I feel, okay, I don't like this question because it introduces a false dichotomy between brain and body, where it's a false, dichotomy. Yeah. They're not separate. They're the same thing.
They're the same thing. They're playing to each other. You know,
therefore I beat the question.
Yeah, I know this is your question to answer, but I feel as though if there wasn't such a false dichotomy, I feel as though the brain would be my pick, just because the mind, just because, I don't know,
Do you mean retain the health of a 30-year-old brain, or like after 30 you can't learn anything past being 30?
I don't know. That's a fucking
it's a dumb question.
Moving on.
How do you
skip
double click?
Do you have a secret hunch about how you would die? This is actually really interesting.
Isn't this your question?
Too. No, this is you. Didn't you just ask? I asked you.
You just asked me the question, and then you asked me that question, and then you answered
okay.
So we'll both answer. Do you have a secret hunch about how you'll die, Blake?
I've always thought prostate cancer, and I know it's weird, but I've always just been like, damn, if someone's going to die of that, it's me.
Realistic answer for me, heart attack.
Yeah?
Yeah, Nono died of a heart attack. Dad gets like cholesterol shit. Probably will die of a heart attack. Me, I know what's coming for me.
Yeah.
And all the heroin I have.
Yeah, that probably plays into it. Next question. Name 3 things you and me appear to have in common.
Nothing. For what in your life do you feel most grateful?
This podcast? No, legitimately my family and my friends. This is like sad boy shit, but I wouldn't be able to get through a lot of stuff if it wasn't for my family and friends. And, you know, some good people around me, my mentors in life, some older people who have no relation to me that have just been there for me. So, cheers if that's you.
Yeah.
You?
I would say people as well.
Yeah.
Just people. So important. And apart from just people, life itself. Being able to just go around and live. Last question. We'll
Yeah,
make 10
I was going
more.
to say, yeah. This is question 10. This is our last
If
question.
you could
tonight.
change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be?
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, that's, I think it'd be too intense.
Yeah, hey, Mum and Dad.
We're not. I'm not talking about
Yeah,
that.
nah. Pass.
Sorry, audience, you don't get that kind of info. Unless you
Should we go question 11 and make this one the last one? No, fuck no. These are getting real deep.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained.
Yeah, so Josh, if you could wake up tomorrow having gained one quality or ability, what would it be?
I would wake up being able to fly. I think it was a superhero question. So
I would wake up being able to cope with my stress. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
Haha! Awesome! So that was the first 10-ish questions of 36 questions to make you fall in love on this episode of the Josh and Blake Late Night Show.
Cool.
It's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, really quick run through. Felt really fast for us.
Well, I mean, you don't want to be your own critic.
No, I don't want to be my own critic, but bloody hell, I feel more confident about that episode than the last Hindenburg of a show, which people who listen to it still seem to enjoy. Let's get this podcast, this episode, up to like 30 listens. Because the first one got like 130 something, just because it's like pilot. Everyone loves a pilot.
Yeah.
I think it was a test of quality.
Yeah, true.
But yeah,
that's why we've got 30 now.
Hell yeah! All right.
Anyway, thanks for listening,
Thanks
guys.
for listening.
Hope you have an enjoyable whenever
Enjoy
it is.
your bus trip. Enjoy your ear infection.
And thanks.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Good night, Australia.